Hello and welcome to British English with me, Alexandre. Today we're going to be going through another news article from BBC. It's quite recent. It's been published 16 hours ago. This article is about footballer Daniel Alves' rape trial begins in Spain. This article is from our bbc.com news UK. We're going to be going through the reading of that article, trying to explain all the things related to connected speech pronunciation, basically showcasing that English is written in a way but spoken differently. As I've already said, this is quite an effective way to improve your vocabulary just by reading out loud, being that the reason why it's really effective because your brain listens to the sounds of the words, phrases and sentences inside the context. Okay, without any further ado, let's go through the reading. Footballer Daniel Alves' rape trial begins in Spain. Daniel Alves has been in prison for more than a year since being accused of forcing a woman to have sex with him. This article has been written by Guy Hedico in Madrid and Catherine Armstrong in London from our BBC News. Okay, here we go. Former Barcelona and Brazil footballer player Daniel Alves has gone on a trial in Spain, accused of raping a woman in a nightclub. The 40-year-old has been in prison without bail for more than a year since the alleged incident took place in December 2022. Mr. Alves could face up 12 years in prison if found guilty. He first denied having met his accuser, but later said they had had consensual sex. His trial ends on Wednesday. More than 30 people, including Daniel Alves and his estranged wife, are expected to testify. The Barcelona court on Monday denied his request to suspend the trial so that he could be given more time to prepare, rejecting his claim that he had suffered a trial by media. Mr. Alves' accuser was among those to give evidence on the first day of the trial, speaking from behind a screen to protect her identity. She alleges he lured her into a toilet sorry, in the VIP section. VIP is the abbreviation for very important person. In the VIP section of a nightclub in Barcelona, and then forced her to have sex with him. The woman's the woman's cousin and a friend who were both with her on the night of the alleged assault also testified on Monday. They said that Mr. Alves had groped and flirted with them earlier in the evening. They also said the woman had initially been unwilling to make a complaint because she feared she would not be believed. In Spain, a claim of rape is investigated under the general accusation of sexual assault, and convictions can lead to prison sentences of 4 to 15 years. The public prosecutor in the case is seeking a 9-year jail term for Mr. Alves, and for him to pay damages of 150,000 euros or 128,000 pounds to the woman. His mother, Lucia Alves, who was at the court on Monday alongside her son, could face prosecution herself after she named her son's accuser in a social media post before the trial. That was after a court had ruled that the woman could not be identified for her protection. Mr. Alves was formally charged in August, and a court later decided that there was enough evidence to send him to trial. Repeated requests for him to be released on bail have been denied because the courts considered the Brazilian national a flight risk. Daniel Alves is one of the most decorated footballers in history and has played for a host of top clubs, including Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. He made more than 400 appearances for Barcelona, winning 6 league titles and 3 Champions Leagues across 2 spells. He was also part of Brazil's 2022 World Cup squad. His most recent club, Mexican side Pumas, UNAM, terminated the Brazilian's contract with immediate effect in January 2023. So that's it for today. It's a short news, but it's being published in the media, and I hope you've been able to follow the reading of the article, and I just want you to pay attention to the way that English words are pronounced and connected together. And at the same time, I'd like to tell you that this is really effective for improving your vocabulary in terms of British English. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and that's it. Cheers.